Okay. I'm so sorry about the delay, ladies and gentlemen. I literally just scarfed down my entire dinner. Chicken Parmesan does not go down very easily. Hello. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. I had a wonderful day off. I slept in until like 1 p.m. and I've been playing League ever since. Ugh. I still have no idea what happened yesterday, though. I can tell you that for a fact. And my throat does kind of hurt a little bit. I've been doing a lot of practicing for voice acting and stuff again. Because I want to get back into doing some of that. So, yeah. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hello. Welcome to session 19 here at the Silent Table of the Culmination of Avalon. Boy, am I excited. Big festival is ahead. We have some interesting scenarios. And I can't wait to see how the party is going to react. Alright, so speaking of the party, Jomini is unfortunately not going to be joining us tonight. He has some personal things that he needs to take care of, so we're going to wish him well, and we'll see him next week. Hopefully. Matt is also going to be a little late today, but he should be coming anywhere between right now and 7 o'clock. Alright, I'm also eating some watermelon. But you can't be in summer and not have some watermelon. Alright, let's go and check out what's going on.
It is BYOB.
The hell's BYOB?
Bring your
Bring
own
your
beer.
own beer.
Oh.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
Good evening.
Evening.
Discussing
As you can
axe
tell,
throwing.
I don't drink beer.
Just
So.
discussing axe throwing. Are we going axe
Yep.
throwing?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently.
Dude, I'm down.
Me, Dave, and Cody are talking about going.
Like this Saturday.
It's in 40 Fort.
Oh, this Saturday? Oh, fuck that.
He's in like Delaware.
I was about to say, if you guys want to wait until I come up in PA in July, then yeah, I can go.
Oh, we'll check it out. If it's good, we'll bring you down.
All right, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm planning on
mean-
going to PA. I'm coming up, I believe, July 3rd.
July 3rd.
Yeah. And then I'm
Cool.
staying
Alright.
July 3rd, 4th, maybe leaving on the 5th. I'm not sure. So
Yeah.
I just got to figure that out, but all right. So, just letting you guys know, Jomini has some personal things that he's dealing with today, so he's not going to be joining us.
Okay.
And
Unfortunate.
yeah, Matt is actually, never mind. Speak of the devil and speak its name three times, and he shall appear.
Hi.
Hello.
That laugh and then just hi.
Hi.
All right. So, I have a nice bowl of watermelon. I have
At least
What
you
about
plenty
loud?
of water.
Watermelon.
I have plenty of
She
water.
showers with Pantene, but I got watermelon to keep me clean.
Good old Marlon Webb.
All right. So,
God of ice.
hope you guys got your festive pants on today, because today is the beginning of the Lumina Festival of Myril, the spring event that occurs on Avalon every year.
There might be a small problem with that.
Already bitter.
What is that?
I don't have pants on.
That's honestly, that's okay, because I don't like pants the way it is. I don't like pants the way it is. All right. So before we begin, so ladies and gentlemen, we actually figured this out last week before or after session, because we were figuring out the big sequence of time in Avalon, and especially the events, because there's a bunch of them that happen around the world. So we together decided to come up with a complete list of all of the events that happen in Avalon. So as you see here on the world map, everything is set up kind of backwards, which is bad design on my part.
It happens though.
Yeah. So
Yeah, shit fucking happens. Can't help it.
I'm going to explain this just the way I showed everybody else. The world of Avalon can be broken up into 4 quadrants. You have the first quadrant, which is divided right here in between this channel of the ocean. The second quadrant is right there. And then the third and fourth quadrants divide right in between the Grimborn Desert and right here. So this section here does not continue on into this part right here.
And then when the map cuts off, the map cuts off.
Yeah. The cutoff
It's the
is
end
where
of the
the
world.
map is.
We fall off the plane.
So, with this, we have the Lumina Festival right here in this quadrant. I'm going to make that just a bit bigger. All right, and the Lumina Festival is supposed to be the Spring Festival. The coming of spring, the start of new life, and the unity of the world through all of its hardships. Next, we have TOS, which stands for, of course, the Tournament of Strength.
The Tournament of Strength!
That is the Summer Festival.
AKA the Olympics.
Yes.
Basically.
That's essentially what it is.
It's
Olympics.
exactly what it is.
The Olympics, but
Every
the
year.
only competition we have is wrestling.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not wrestling.
Wrestling! They're wrestling!
Wrestling.
Wrestling!
So after the Tournament of Strength happens, around midsummer time, the Great Hunt symbolizes the fall harvest, and that takes place, of course, within Vortica, Aldic, and the Wildlands. And finally, Matt was actually the one who came up with this one,
Dad
along
Christmas.
with Dave, because we decided to
Name thieving.
just completely yoink this from Destiny.
Ouch, you
Yep.
guys throw me under the bus. I was there too.
Which is the Festival of the Lost, which is celebrated within the entire continent on which Winter Hollow resides. And it's a big celebration of New Year's, Christmas, and ending in a lantern rite, which is to symbolize the souls of the people who were lost. It's a remembrance, essentially. So that was the thing that we did after
I think it's
session.
a nice little continuity in the world of having these really big events and all that jazz.
Yeah, and it also it'll explain the booms of each of the quadrants' economies as well, because the big festivals, of course, draw in people that are touring the world and such, brings in tons of money. It's a good thing for all of the kingdoms.
Good here, folks. First, folks, tourism's great.
Tourist trade.
Exactly. Cultural diversity.
Woo!
Sorry to change the subject, but I'm free Saturday for X-ring.
Yeah.
Mhm. And my old man asked if you're old enough to throw an axe, Brady.
Yes, I am old enough to throw an axe. I was doing it since I was 9.
I just appreciate how we all just erupt into a chorus of laughter at that comment, except for Brady.
So you've been doing it for like 2 years, Brady?
Fuck you, Dave.
No, only a couple months. He just turned it.
All right. So let's recap what happened last week.
We did a montage.
Practically, yeah. It was just a job montage. You guys got your final goodbyes from Noctis, and then using a teleport scroll that he gave you guys, teleported back into the city of Myril. And
Shocking guild that it worked.
yeah, shocking everybody that it indeed worked.
More shocking that Gil could use it.
And then you guys just spent an entire week working.
We did do the Manticore quest.
Yes, you did do a couple of quests to help out with the festival, and teaming up with Draven and his party.
Which name is currently escaping me?
Imperials.
The Imperials.
Yeah. I my brain's like it was like Imperial. I thought there was more than just Imperial.
Nope. So yes, you guys have met Draven, you have met Talzin, Kalia, and Ada. Unfortunately, your little druidic friend that you guys wanted to meet didn't make it. But 'tis the life of an adventurer.
He got eaten by spiders.
Actually, he didn't tell you how he died.
I'm just guessing.
And
because
nobody-
it's the last thing I remember.
Yeah, and nobody said anything
Yeah.
about it.
That was an assumption.
I don't think we want to ask, knowing that we send them off to a spider lair.
Yeah, no.
He was a small creature that ended up going to a spider lair. He more than likely got eaten.
And Draven didn't mention anything, so it may not be our fault.
Exactly.
We
But
all
it's
just
also like
kinda,
touch the
trying.
subject.
we all just drank to his life.
Exactly. But like I said, 'tis the life of an adventurer. Alright, so afterwards you guys just did some menial tasks around the town, honed some of your skills, and then we had a small discussion. We could probably go ahead and say that this was canonical. That everybody sat down and had a discussion of like, what next? You know?
Yeah.
After the Lumina Festival, there's nothing really much that anybody wanted to do. So we went around the table, and eventually people came up with some ideas. And Phil decided that she wanted to go back to her hometown of Feylin because she wants to visit her mom. She hasn't been there in a very long time. Gil wanted to take a trip down to the First Page Grand Library. And then Edon, of out of everyone, decided that it is time to go and face his past.
Time to repent.
And he wants to go to Algaroth.
Usk wants to see his parents again.
And
Well, step one's find your parents.
and
Oh,
Dave,
what-
Yeah.
Dave, what did you want to do? I don't remember what you said you wanted to do.
Make money, because there's legitimately... Rose has no family members to go see.
That is true.
She is the last and that she knows of. She is the last of her family.
Okay. So here's the thing, Josh. Why would I be going to Algaroth? My sister's in Volimir.
Wait, you didn't want to go to Algaroth? You said you wanted to face your past, and Algaroth's where it happened.
Yeah, but my sister's in Volimir. She's the reason all this happened. Like, it's all around her.
Right. Well, in that case, then we might be taking a trip down to Vormir then.
Look at
Because
that, we
I
got
have
a
it. I
big
have it in my
school.
notes. That,
I
my
just
sister's in Volimir.
assumed that you wanted to go to Algaroth.
Dealing with things judicially, not familially.
Yeah.
Oh, judicially? No. I can't do that
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, Edom doesn't want to get locked up.
Yeah, no, I think
I have no
think Josh
physical proof.
assumed, Cody, that you were going to try and do things judicially, not familially.
Yeah, that you need kind of proof to do that.
Yeah,
I would serve. I'd
Which
probably
none
serve time
exist.
regardless.
I'll be honest, I didn't really think about that situation.
Yeah, I would probably serve time regardless because of the fact that I ran from the situation. I didn't.
Right.
You also murdered 2 people.
Yeah, but that could be if you have the proof, you could. Yeah, but I don't have any
Murdered
proof.
one, unintentionally manslaughtered the other.
Yes.
Accidental manslaughter on the other charge.
Hmm.
Involuntary manslaughter is still murder.
Yep, like here's a lesser sentence.
Now the victim, the family of the man that died due to the accidental murder
Yes, the
is in
strands.
Malgroth.
Yes, the Strandsbald.
Yeah, the Strandsbald are in Flalo.
This town right here.
Oh, look, a big circle.
Oh yeah, it is a big circle. Huh.
All right. So, we awaken on how this is going to go. Per day, because the Lumina Festival is a week-long festival.
Oh boy.
So, everyone awakens in the inn of the first day of the festival. Everyone arises.
Wake up.
We arise. Everybody starts getting ready and such. Dave, as you
Hi.
start to wake up slowly, actually you're already awake by this point when everybody else is awake. As you're doing your morning recites of your prayers and such, you happen to feel what feels like a disturbance, almost. An unnatural amount of energy. As you look over, and you happen to glance over at Anathil's sleeping body, and you notice that the necklace that she got from Noctis is glowing a bright yellow.
Huh.
You want to do us a favor and remind us what the necklace does?
So, the necklace that Anathil has from Noctis, it is a custom magic item called the Necklace of Isolated Dreams.
Oh, it keeps the dream sharing away.
Yes, it basically, for what he explained it to you, it locks Anathil specifically into her own dream world and prevents anybody from going in and out. Essentially, he made it as a contingency to stop you guys from also being pulled into Anathil's dreams. Otherwise, well, we'd be having a dream sequence right now.
Dun dun dun.
Cody, didn't I say that was a possibility?
Hmm. All right.
All right, so Dave, seeing the necklace, do you do anything?
I mean, Noctis didn't tell us if there were any ways to interact with it. So, they just assume that she's having a dream, which means she can't be woken up until the dream is over.
You just gonna let her go?
Guess maybe I'll try and shake her awake. Don't know if that'll do anything or not.
Let's see. Nope, you try to shake her awake and nothing happens.
To be expected.
By this point, would you say everybody else is up?
Yeah, about, I would say.
I'm gonna try grabbing the necklace.
Are you in the girls' room? Dun, dun, dun.
Only if he's visiting Gil.
Conjugal visit?
Not a conjugal visit. Seeing if everybody's awake visit.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and come in and say, hey, y'all decent, walk in and see that Anethil's necklace is glowing, and Rose is standing there trying to shake her awake.
She
Refer back to him.
looks a little concerned, but not a whole lot. At this point, it's kind of a
Common
we know
thing.
she can't really be awoken until she finishes what business she has in the dream world, so or dies.
You know, I didn't even think about this. Is this technically safe considering the fact of what we've seen in the dream worlds? Is she gonna be alright being in there by herself?
Yeah, Usk is gonna grab the necklace.
Make me a will save.
Hi, sorry, what did I miss? Just
Anethil's,
'cause I had to
Anethil's
take
having a
phone
dream.
call. Okay.
Anethil's having a dream, and the necklace is reacting.
The necklace is preventing us from entering the dream as well.
Hmm.
Yes, Brady.
Uh, let's see.
Gotta love that will of maybe.
Brady, you take 15 damage as you go to reach down and touch the necklace, and almost a searing pain burns your hand.
Can I knowledge Arcana this to see if I have a bit more understanding of the fundamentals we're working with?
Good luck.
All right, fair enough. That's valid. So Gil is going to. Well, we could just wake her up. Have we tried that?
That's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah, she has already tried.
Okay.
Sir, you sleep in the room with him. How did you not see her trying to wake her up?
I had to take a phone call real quickly. I didn't know. No, Matt legitimately was away from his computer.
You're good.
Stone phone.
Yep. Gil is gonna attempt to just grab it. But with the trident.
You're gonna try and like poke it with the trident?
Yeah, like hook it with the edge of my trident and pull.
Alright, so you try to use the tip of your tridents to try and like lift it up. It, for some reason, this necklace feels like it weighs a ton for you.
So she is stuck in there. Dear Lord. And it's preventing us from going in.
I don't know if I exactly like that.
I mean,
Gil's
I'm
gonna.
sure.
Hmm.
I'm sure if there was any reason for concern, Noctis would have brought up, or even Miss Winwright would have sent like a letter or something. No, because she only made the necklace. So maybe Noctis would have not forgotten to inform us about.
I give you a
any-
side eye.
Yeah.
Gil's gonna just fuck it. I'm gonna grab it and try and yank.
Will save. Nice. Alright, so
I could not have asked for a better time for a 20.
nice. So yeah, Will manages to grasp onto the necklace, and using his water powers, he's able to keep his hand cool, but you can feel the water definitely. It starts to boil.
It's heating up, huh?
Oh, it's heating up really fast. And then as you are you pulling it off?
Yeah, because in that way, if we fall back asleep, we may be able to get in there.
Oh boy.
Wait, what are my options here? Pull it off or just... Can I turn it off?
You see a you don't see a switch on it. It's just a necklace that looks like a dream catcher.
So it's really, it didn't Kill's opinion. The only option right now is to get Opal out of there. Not Opal, fuck. To get Annabelle out of there is to just yank the bitch. I think we're in a general consensus on that, right?
Asuka's already pulling your arm.
All right. So as you guys go, as you guys go to pull off the necklace, you guys suddenly see what appear to be a burst of dark smoke. Rose, you suddenly feel a burst of negative energy throughout, just echo throughout the room, darkening the light that's coming in from the morning window, and then suddenly, Gil, everybody sees what appear to be like long shadowy arms reaching out from in the smoke, and everybody hears in a dark, broken, raspy voice, Gil, why did you leave us?
I don't think the name would have that would have said Gil.
Yeah, it would not have said Gil. I apologize.
It's alright. I didn't hear half of it anyways.
Gil, why did you leave us, or something like that?
Yeah.
It definitely would have said. 1 second here.
I gotta
just
fucking remember what it
I
was.
know. Perlay.
What was it?
Perlay.
Perlay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it would have said, Perlay, why did you leave us?
Gil's immediately gonna just jump back at that, like.
And then suddenly, as the voice the voice is done speaking, the shadows withdraw right back into the necklace as Anethil takes a deep breath in and her eyes shoot open.
Gil's like on the floor covered in water, and you're not sure if it's from the magic or sweat. He's like just panting.
She's
my best ideas.
Anethil just wakes up and she's like, holy shit, what the hell? She's very, very scared right now.
Gil's equally as fucking mortified.
Well, that was interesting.
She's going to look down.
Certainly was Perlay.
She's going to look down at Gil and she's going to start screaming at him. She's like, what the hell did you just do?
Us tried first and failed, so I tried, and apparently I did it much better.
And she's just going to look at it, just like, hold her head, and she's like, no, no, no. Oh, you bitch, what do you mean I'm not ready?
Hi, what are you talking about? Also, did I hurt the necklace at all, or did I just kind of...
Nope, you can see, you look down at the necklace in your hand. It's just dangling there with, what appears to be a magnetic clasp at the back of it.
Oh, thank God Alicia's smart.
You're welcome for making legitimately one of the smartest people on the planet.
Gil's gonna hand back the Dreamcatcher necklace and just leave the room.
She just completely ignores you as Anethil is digging into her bag, pulling out her dream diary, and she's just beating herself over and over and over again with the book.
After about the third or fourth time, Usk is gonna stop her from hitting her head with it.
I would just kind of bluntly say, I think it only needs to happen once.
She just like screams out in anger as she throws the book across the room, sits down on the bed, and just like hunches over with her head in her hands. Usk, everybody can basically see that she is still like visibly shaking.
Usk is gonna do the nicest thing you guys have ever seen him do.
Is he gonna console Anethil?
He is. No words, just head to chest.
I hope it's her head going on
I
his
was
chest.
thinking the same thing, Cody.
Yes, that is what it is.
Brady, Anethil is going to wrap her arms around Usk, and she's going to start slightly sobbing into his chest.
Just pets her head, holds her tight, doesn't say anything, lets her cry.
While that's going on, I'm picking up the book.
Cody, as you open up the page to where Anethil was recording this dream, you see now that she did her damnedest to try and put as many things as she can on this page, and you can see that it is actually not. It doesn't look like a child's drawing this time. You can actually see a good depiction of what happened in this dream now. From what you can see, let me go ahead and open up my page here. You can see a little raven that appears to be enchanted with some sort of blue arcane energy. You can see the mysterious girl again. As soon as I find her fucking image. There she is.
Why does that bird actually look familiar?
This is the lady that brought us out of the dream the one time, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But you guys don't remember her.
That was just for Cody's sake.
Yes. But yes, that is the same girl that pulled you guys out the first time. But now you guys have a clear and concise picture of what she looks like. But Cody, you notice those were the first two images that you see on the one page. And then as you go to the second page, your heart and you feel a sense of what the hell is this? As you see, kind of like those horror images that are like scratched into pages and papers and such of like creatures and monsters. You see this.
Oh boy.
Alright! That's fucking terrifying! What the hell?
It looks like it munches on mines.
Which one's the right mouth?
Yes, next question.
Well then. Is there any other creatures, or is it just this?
Those are the three main images that are on this page. Besides the three main images, you also happen to see a lot of fire and what appears to be pools of blood.
What blood?
And just pools of blood with like little stick figures that are drawn laying in the blood.
Okay then. I'm just gonna close the book, kind of just hold on to it and contemplate existence at this moment. And just wait for Anethel to console herself, like get herself back together before passing it back to her.
I'm just looking at that photo, I'm just going, what the fuck is that? That's definitely creepy.
It took me a very long time to find the correct image.
Well, boy, howdy, did you find
Staring
that?
into your
Found it.
soul.
Good.
Beady little mannequin eyes.
And the eyes fucking follow you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
I have to
do.
drink a lot of water. That voice is very hard to do. It takes a little while. I would probably say about 10-15 minutes. And then Anethel finally like composes herself enough to get off of Usk and just like try and collect herself.
It's up to you if you keep wearing that necklace or not.
I've never seen anything like that before.
What was that thing?
I don't know. It showed up after a while. The birds were there. It was in Myril. And there was fire and flames and pools of blood. Then that thing showed up. I had no idea what to do. I just ran.
It's okay. Just take a deep breath. Let's get some food in you. We could discuss this later after you have some time to collect yourself. You've obviously had quite the scare, so.
Like I said, if you don't want to wear the necklace, it apparently keeps us out of your dreams.
We'll discuss all that later. Let's go get something to eat, get your mind off of it. Sound good?
She gives you a nod. She takes her book and gathers her things up.
Alright. I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna like get kind of like a sweet breakfast. Like cinnamon buns or something like that. Something I can get hold of.
Okay.
To kind of like cheer her up a little bit.
All right.
Asuka's just going to stay by her in case she needs anything consoling wise.
Gil's not in the bottom floor.
Gil's still hunched over in the fetal position.
No, Gil left. the
Gil
room,
left. He's gone.
and he's not in the bottom floor either.
Where the hell did he go? I'm gonna walk up to the barmaid.
Okay. Barmaid's gonna say, wish you a good morning.
You wouldn't happen to have seen a blue elf around, would you?
Blue elf. Well, as a matter of fact, yeah, I did.
Which way did he go?
She points in direction wherever Gil went. I'm guessing you left the building, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he just walked out. Sort of looked like he was in a rush.
I looked remarkably pale for being blue.
Alright. Well,
More of a baby blue or a powder
Yeah.
blue.
like a sky blue.
Yeah.
okay. Well, then I put in the order for the food and just. I guess I don't pour anything in for him because I have no idea where he's going.
We're going to have to find him. Let's eat first.
Thanks, guys.
Alright, so you all gather around. Gather.
I might.
What was that, Dave?
What was that, Dave?
I was gonna say it. I actually think I might just go start looking. I'm not hungry.
Alright, just be careful.
Of course, as always.
Alright. So Rose is out looking for Gil. Alright, so you guys all gather around the table. You guys start munching on your breakfast. And suddenly, You hear a friendly, cheerful voice next to you and says, "Good morning, friends."
Do I recognize this voice?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I wish we could say the same.
It's definitely a morning.
Oh, did something happen?
I had nothing to be concerned about. Just bad night.
Ah, sleepless nights. It happens to the best of us. Mind if we join you?
Feel
Certainly. We
free.
got a bit of a sweet breakfast this morning.
I see that. Gathering
Yeah.
some energy for the day, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Especially considering the festivals here.
Ah, yes, tourism is coming any minute now, as a matter of fact. People are going to start piling into the city. And, his partner's going to look at him and say, yeah, and it's going to get very noisy.
Mm,
Don't like the noise?
I'm not one for loud noises and such. I prefer quiet studies and alone time.
in most cases, people are annoying. And quite stupid.
Yes, but they each have their own lives that they wish to live. What one must see as stupid for one is very wise and smart for another.
That's one
Differing
way to look at it.
opinions. Let's agree to disagree.
Fair enough.
So what brings you here today?
Well, we were up pretty late last night, and that's part of the reason why there's only three of us. Our other compatriot is still asleep at the moment.
One too many?
Nah. She took a late night. She just took a late night shift. That's all.
Ah. Yeah. Those in her field of work usually do.
Yeah. So,
Speaking from experience.
are you all planning on spending the entire week here for the festival?
As far as I know, that's our plan.
We kind of have to. I am the fill-in after all. Oh, you're right. I totally forgot that. My apologies. Are you excited, at least? Of course. Of course, the Lumina Festival is one of the biggest festivals of all of Avalon. Even if there's a slight chance that I get to play, well, always hope.
Well, I'm sure you could play. Regardless, it's not going to be on the main stage, but
Oh, of course not. There's going to be bards playing music all week.
exactly. Go out, flex those talents on the people.
Give me a diplomacy roll, Cody.
Diplomacy roll, okay. Let's see how this is going to go.
Okay, fair enough.
That's about what I expected.
Yeah. And you know what? And Anethel gives you a good smile, and she says, after that hard night, I think that's something I should do. It always makes me happy to see other people happy.
The only question is, what the hell are the rest of us going to do?
Well, we could find the blue man.
Well, that's already a given.
The fairgrounds are also set up now. Vendors are going to be opening in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'm not looking to spend money, I'm looking to make money.
Ah, fair.
Always a penny pincher,
Fair.
I wish we had some goods to sell, especially during the festival. We could make a killing, but
Usk is just gonna look off to his right, up at the ceiling,
oh yeah, don't we
lean
have...
over to Drac. I haven't sold that hide yet.
That's manticore hide. We might get a pretty penny for that.
Worked manticore hide.
Well, we'll see what we can do with it.
All right. Well, and Draven's going to stand up and he says, "Well, it was a pleasure eating breakfast with you all, but a little R&R could be of good use to all of us. We're going to go start touring the fairgrounds to see what there's going on."
Enjoy.
If you see our compatriot, the blue elf, you know,
Ah,
Just-
Mr. Oceanus.
Glickman. Oh, why did I say Glickman?
Why did you say Glickman, Cody?
I don't know.
Oh,
Because I was always referred to extensively as Mr. Glickman last campaign.
Yeah.
right,
But
Mr.
it's always
Oceanus.
sarcastically too.
Mr. Oceanus.
just-
Yeah, if I see him, I'll make sure to let him know that you guys are looking for him.
Also,
We
the
appreciate
little
it.
white-haired girl too. She went looking for him.
Oh, okay.
She knows to come back. It's just I'm worried about the blue elf.
We'll keep an eye out for you.
He looked like he saw a ghost.
All right. Come on, guys. Let's go see what we can find. And then they're going to make their way out. All right. Meanwhile, Dave, go ahead and roll me a perception roll.
Woo. Loop.
Ooh.
God, I missed
Gil,
having high wisdom.
Gil, are you trying to hide?
No, I've legitimately just walked outside the bar to throw up in an alley.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, then Rose, as you exit the tavern,
You hear retching.
yeah, you just hear retching coming from an alleyway to your left.
Poked my head down the alleyway.
Bill's losing whatever was left in his stomach.
And he looks pale.
He actually looks like he has a normal skin tone. That's how pale he is.
So pale he's almost white. Jeez.
So pale, he's almost like a regular elf. Nope, there's very little pigmentation left in him. Yeah, Gil is wretched, like hunched over, like hand to the side of the building, retching, and his eyes still look frantic.
Just gonna come up behind you and say in a bit of a low voice, you know, if you hum, it has a tendency to stop your urge to vomit.
Gil's immediately gonna like spin around and like look at you, like not step into, like quickly sidestep this lovely pool of vomit, and like go against the wall, and then take a very deep breath and just be like, "It's you."
Well, who
Yes.
else would it be?
Humming can prevent vomiting.
Yes.
I-
Well, not prevent it completely, but has a tendency to calm the urge to.
I'm gonna have to remember that one next time someone gets seasick. Regardless, how is Anethil?
Awake and well,
Gil looks at his hand because
Shaken.
he's still. I don't think his hand grasped so tight. The Dreamcatcher necklace is still like in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at it. Oh, right, this needs to. And he hands it over the Scarlet.
I'll bring it back to her when I get to see her again.
Mm-hmm. I'm good. I'll be in a moment. I just need a minute.
Well, while we have a minute out here, something you want to talk about?
Not particularly, no. Because I feel like if I talk about it, it would just come up again. Some things, Rose,
Are better left unsaid?
agreed. Sometimes one isn't just simply running from their past or trying to run from their destiny. And Gil just kind of takes a bit of a quicker step away from his lovely pool of vomit and slumps against the wall.
Well, traumas of the past have a tendency to come up again in the future. For as many times as I have run away from mine, I would know.
Well, that's fair. But
Just
luckily,
ever
I
wanna-
know. Luckily, I know the location of mine, and knowing that it will never step foot off of where it is.
Well, I suppose that's good for you.
And Gil is very just blankly staring forward. There's a lot in this boy's mind.
Well, if you ever feel the need or want to talk about it,
I appreciate it. I can't say for certain I ever will, but I appreciate the thought.
don't stay too long. I think the others are
No,
going to
no.
be heading towards the festival soon.
I just need my stomach to settle for a moment. I'll be right in behind you.
Alright. I would turn and start walking away.
You now have the Dreamcatcher necklace, by the way.
Alright, we could probably go ahead and say that this matches up with the whole interaction with Draven and such. Their adventures.
Gil
they
would-
can- their
Gil would
adventures,
come in,
they're
like-
they're pretty quick with eating.
Yeah. Gil would just come in like probably a minute after Rose rejoins the table.
Alright,
Well, that didn't take long. Did you find him?
He was
What do
just
you
right
want?
out in the alleyway. Oh. Sorry, Dave forgot. Dave's brain went blank for a moment. Anathil, this is yours. Bill told me to give it back.
she'll just like quickly look down and she's like, "Oh my god." She'll take it back from you and say, she'll put it back on and thank you and continue eating her very, very high in sugar breakfast.
Seems
But
lucky
Rose,
that,
Rose, you can definitely see that Anathil does look a little bit higher in spirits now.
You can also
Gil-
clearly see Usk warily looking at the necklace.
Gil will walk in, order a bit of fruit for himself, and then rejoin the table and just munch on like some fruit in silence.
My apologies, I would have gotten you some as well, but you stormed off before.
It's fine. I just needed a moment. Besides, I don't like to have too much sugar. It's not a good way to live the day.
Yeah. Well,
As Usk is sitting there eating bacon.
Or as Anathil's like sitting there with a fucking pancake in her mouth.
I roll an orange towards Anathil.
Thanks. And thanks for pulling me out of that.
It's just, when Rose said it was not a good source of energies, I rather you wake up than have to deal with whatever torments you have within.
That thing hurts,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Usk says, looking at his burned hand.
Gil, that's why I covered my hand in water.
well, no need to be a snob about it, but
Sorry. But
Some of us
us-
aren't magically inclined.
Yes, that's where I was going. Us next time, let's leave the magic artifacts doing weird things to those of us who are adept in the magical arts.
he's actually kind of got a point there. If you start sticking your head in every magical device we come across, it might run into problems down the road.
Would you rather me stick my hand in random rib cages?
I mean, that is kind of
Actually,
what
Yes,
you do.
actually.
Those are some heavy options the way there.
I would much prefer you sticking your hands in random rib cages rather than touching magical artifacts that could potentially get us all killed.
I got a feeling that was a dig at me, but I don't care.
It definitely was a dig at you.
Birds.
At
Gil's
least
gonna
if it's
take a
accidentally one of us or a friendly person, I could heal them.
deep breath and like clap his hands together and be like, "All right, so festival.
Yeah.
I hear there's a lovely market.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we head there? See what kind of goodies they have about."
Some of the stands should be opening up now.
Oh, charming.
Husk gonna reach to his side. I should probably sell this. Holding the tanned griffin hide. Or
Yeah.
manicore hide.
I think it would be better for you if you waited a little bit. Ask some of the tourists are going to come by and they're going to see some. You're going to see a lot more diversity, and there might be somebody who would be more interested in the griffin hides than civilians here in Myril.
Agreed.
That's true. If you get someone from an area like Winter Hollow or Baroque, where manticores are not, now you got me saying Griffin, where manticores aren't exactly as common, the hide may be more sought after.
I'm gonna
Especially
have
a
to
cured.
talk to one of the tanners then.
Why is that?
Have the tanner sell it for a small fee.
I point to Gil, and then I point to myself. We're both well versed in
Trade.
trades.
Some of which above board and some of which under the table.
Which would get us more money for it.
Above
Look at-
board. It's this material here is not really something that would be sold on the black market.
It's not uncommon enough to be sold in Edon's case, but it's not common enough to be just sold as random leather scrap to a random tanner. You're in a weird limbo.
They also have a bunch
Going-
of teeth.
Going through the tanner is actually not a bad idea.
No, because for a small
But
surcharge,
Take one of us with you, so that way you don't get gypped on the surcharge.
mm-hmm.
Husk gonna look between the two of them.
Ignore that, please. I accidentally clicked.
I was about to say, what the fuck?
No, that was me accidentally clicking things.
Your trident's not a fork.
And that's the throwing one too, by the way.
Uh huh.
He's trying to steal a pancake.
I enchant like a regular fork with returning and just throw it, and then it comes back with the pancake.
But you don't have mage hand.
Husk is gonna look. I'm gonna look between Gil and Drac. Drac, you're gonna go with me. Deal?
Fair enough.
I guess. I could help you
What is
carry
it?
somebody.
That would be a diplomacy check, right? What's your diplomacy modifier?
That would be a fence check for me.
Oh, would it really? Yeah, I think mine would just
offense
be
or
straight.
appraisal.
Yeah, because I know my appraise is 9, but my diplomacy isn't a checked off skill, so I only have 1 rank in it. But I still have a 4
Twinsies.
modifier to my charisma.
I have a 1.
So like it's my
diplomacy.
diplomacy's a 5. So
Oh, your diplomacy is better than mine. I have a
Is it
1
really?
in diplomacy. Yeah.
oh wow, I know diplomacy.
Oh, nice.
I know.
Yeah. My fence check is 10, and my appraise check is 8.
My appraise check is 1 above yours then.
Yep.
Hello, welcome to the Merchant of the Land and the Merchant of the Sea. Now, who wants to be the Merchant of Venice?
I'm the butcher.
And I'm not the merchant of land. I'm the merchant of the
Underlands.
The shadows.
the unsavory merchant. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough. All right. But regardless, so you two are going to do with that. Why don't we? I know there's plenty of performances going about and other things.
In the opening ceremony is going to be later tonight.
Oh yes, that's where the first fiddle is playing.
Mhm.
Gil's gonna lean in. She's a bitch.
I know.
You're just mad because she can do that song without dying.
I'm more mad, and I point at John, that asshat sugar daddy can do it without even knowing the music first.
To be fair, I didn't know he could do it either.
You know what? You got me there. I love how he doesn't even. I love the no questions at sugar daddy.
Well, it was Josh, not Germany.
Yeah.
So
That's true. But no, knowing Jom, he would just also accept it.
also fair.
So should we meet up at the square when everything's going down, or
Yeah, find the grand stage and then meet up there.
Sounds like a lovely, lovely endeavor.
or we could all meet here and then walk there together? I
That's
think
true.
that's gonna be easier to meet up at here than.
Are we closer to the? Where's the grand stage? Where's the market? And where's the inn we're at, Josh?
Well, the inn in which you guys are at is currently away from the fairgrounds, so that way, you know, it's easier for travelers to get to and from places like a giant convention center. But we come over to this map now.
Ooh,
Oh, I think it's pretty clear which one's the grand stage.
it's that small little pen in the corner, right?
All right, so this is only just a portion of the fairgrounds themselves. However, building 2 is basically where the main performance is going to happen. There's a whole giant friggin' market over here for vendors and shopping. A bunch of other trinkets. There's a bunch of games up
Oscar's
here.
definitely interested in the carnival games.
Then there's there's a little petting zoo over here. Then of course there's market stands and streamers all over the streets and such. And as the day progresses, you guys definitely see more and more people start to slowly gather amongst the crowds, and honestly just having a good time. So yeah,
Cool.
flowers and vines drape from the buildings. There are a bunch of different lights and streamers and flags all over the place. People are talking amongst each other and just enjoying their time. So the question for you guys is, where are you guys going to spend some time?
I'm going to first go to the market section of the festival and see if I can find the tanner that I helped.
Oh yeah,
Who also helped me.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be there.
I will be assisting in that field.
Oh, you're
Go
doing
up.
most of the talking.
Mm-hmm.
Gil will probably just wander around with Anthil.
You're saying you've already worked with this gentleman?
I did.
This is the gentleman that taught you, right?
No.
No. Okay.
No, the gentleman who taught me was in the Underdark.
This gentleman fixed up your cloak or coat or whatever the hell that was supposed to be.
No, that was also in the Underdark.
He just did some tanning work over the time skip montage.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Yep. Before we continue with that, Dave, what are you doing?
The young child is probably going to be playing games.
Yeah, looking around and getting fascinated by whatever kind of carnival games they have.
Okay. Gil, you and Anethil are actually going to go to the petting zoo.
You know what? I'm fine with this.
Alright, so Usk and Jackie, you guys do find the gentleman that was helping Usk with his tanning skills originally. You know, he smiles at you, gives you a wave as he hands what appears to be a wrapped package to what looks like another human, just in what appears to be beaten up leather armor. Wishes them a good day, turns to you all and says, "Hello."
Hello again.
How can I help you?
Actually, we're here to help you, sir.
Oh, really now?
Yeah. Well, considering what time of year it is, the festival is here and everything, we got ourselves quite a handful, like quite a large amount of uh manticore hide.
Manticore hide? Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Were you the guys that took on that quest?
Yes, we were.
Oh, one of the groups, yes.
Oh, well then. Sure. Show me what you got.
How much was it again, Dave? Is it in party loot? Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
it
10
is.
pounds of manticore leather.
Yep.
Pull out the 10 pounds of worked manicore leather.
Oh, well. Look at what we got here. Do you do this yourself?
No, I had a little bit of help.
Oh,
Not the
don't be-
steadiest hand.
Don't be so modest. He did most of the work on this himself.
you gotta say, it's not bad.
We were
Oh.
hoping that you could sell it on our behalf for a reasonable fee.
Well, how's about I buy it off you wholehearted?
That's not a bad deal, actually.
I didn't think that was going to be
I didn't think that was
an
an
option
option.
on the table. How much you thinking for this? Obviously, you have to make a profit on it, and I understand that.
How does 250 gold sound?
How's it sound, Josh?
Seems pretty fair.
I kind of lean to Usk. It's like, that's not a bad deal. 250 gold for that amount.
Considering how little we had to, well, I say little, but it was quite a bit we had to do to get it, I'd say that's a good deal.
I mean, he's not trying to scam us. If he was trying to scam us, I'd hardball the guy, but you've already worked with him. I trust it.
You've got yourself a deal.
Okay. So, as Uskind, the leather worker, is doing their trade, Edon, give me a perception roll.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Not bad for me. Okay.
No, not bad. Not bad at all.
Usually I roll really low on perception.
Yeah, that's really good. So yeah, Adon, as you're just standing there and you're watching the leather worker count up the coin and make the trade deal, you just happen to glance away a little bit, just take a look at the crowd, and you happen to see something catch your eye, and it makes you a little concerned. You feel a little bit of concern dwell up from inside you as you happen to glance up at one of the building's rooftops. And you happen to see a little black and blue raven.
Oh,
Okay, you say a little concerned. That's not a little concerned.
That's a big ass red flag.
That's like gut wrenching right now.
And you can
Because
just
I don't know what happened in that dream.
And you can see the raven is it looks like it's just sitting there, just looking down and looking over the city from the rooftop.
I look at Usk. It's like, yo, Usk, hand me a coin.
Okay.
You hand me a
Hey.
gold coin.
I hand you a gold coin.
All right, I chuck it at the bird.
Yeah, yeet.
Roll me a d20.
I'm
Improvise
not
weapon.
looking. I'm
Improvise
not
weapon.
looking to hit it. I'm looking to like startle it.
I just think it'd be funny if you did. And you know what? I mean,
Trying to get its attention, and apparently,
so yeah, you just flick the coin in your hand, snatch it out of the air, wind up, and you just chuck this coin as hard as you can at this bird. It
Right into the side of the bird's head.
flies up to the bird and then just cracks it upside the head, and you just hear it as the bird just tumbles over, it flaps its wings up, and it flies away, like shaking its head off.
it's like I didn't mean to do that, but okay.
What the fuck did that bird do to you?
Because I rolled a 20, do I get the gold coin back?
Yeah. As it hit the side of the bird's head, the coin rolls down the clay tile roof, jumps off of it, and then it rolls onto the street. And nobody really seems to notice it. You get it back.
Oh, here's your coin back.
Thank you. But what did that bird do to you?
I'll explain later. I didn't mean to scare it off. I wanted to get its attention.
Oh,
'Cause
you definitely did something to it.
I believe that's a familiar, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, that's definitely concerning. Do we know where Gil and NFL are going?
Yeah. Anethel definitely would have told you guys, I'm gonna go check out the zoo.
We're gonna have to go meet up with NFL real quick
Uh,
after this.
you can do that.
Okay, then I will.
I'm going to the games.
All right. Well, do you need me here anymore?
No, this deal should be finalized.
All right, then. Just know I might be getting in contact with you real soon, depending on how things go. And I actually book it.
I think that's the first time I've ever actually seen him run.
Ever seen someone get so spooked by a bird?
Can't believe I rolled
Honestly,
that
same. Well, good fortunes to you, and I go to the games.
Fair
I didn't
enough.
crit confirm.
All right. So, Dave,
I
you're playing some carnival games, huh?
most likely.
Most likely. All right. Let me think how I'm gonna do this. You know what? It's probably best is to go with single. Hold on. All right, Dave, roll me a d10.
A D10, you say?
Yeah, roll me a d10.
Nope.
Ooh, an 8. Not bad. So yeah, so far you managed to get away with, I would probably say, I don't know, pick some like niche, medium-sized carnival prize or whatever, like a stuffed bear or something.
Okay.
John, he's probably checking out some of the shows over here.
Who are you kidding? He's at the carnival game shooting range.
And actually, he got banned from the carnival game shooting range. Let's be honest here.
Because he pulled out his field rifle.
He's just that good of a shot.
All right. So Gil, you and Anathil are just hanging around, checking out the makeshift petting zoo that everybody is like bringing their kids and stuff to.
We're the adults in a petting zoo, aren't we?
Yes, you're the adults in the petting zoo, and Anathil is acting like a child.
Acting like a child, I assume.
Yes.
You cut out there, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good. Gil just kind of sits there and just stands with Anathil, kind of like, this is actually kind of relaxing.
Yeah, kind of weird to be on the other side of the glass.
You know, I'm really glad it stays like this. I'm not a druid or something that could understand the speak of these animals, because I bet you it's not favorable.
Well, I don't really know. It would be kind of mean if something were to actually be wrong with these guys. I mean, they're in open containers after all. And she starts throwing some food at some of the goats in the one pen.
What are all the animals, like goats, sheep?
They're just like goats, sheep, like standard petting zoo animals, really. And then there's a big tent over here, and some cages with tigers and stuff.
There's one of those horse riding things over in the back.
Yeah, there's a little horse riding over here.
Gil just kind of shrugs. Well, at least they get fed well by the looks of things.
Mm-hmm. And by this time, you guys suddenly hear the sounds of heavy footsteps, and somebody out of breath, running up to you.
Give me a second.
Kind of looking at Anathil with a concerned side eye.
I gotta do that more often. I actually broke a sweat.
Cardio is very good, Drax. Now, do you want to pet a sheep or something?
I'm bending down to my left, touching my heel, and putting the other hand straight up in the air, stretching, and doing it the opposite way. Actually, I have a few questions. I don't know how concerning it was, so I kind of rushed over as quickly as I could.
What happened?
Well, can you pull out your book?
You suddenly see Anathil's face shrink a little bit.
Oh,
sure.
A good statement.
She's gonna.
I hold my hand out.
Yeah, she's gonna hand you her diary.
I open it up to the page with the bird.
They do look identical.
I flip the book around and show the bird, and I point to it. I just spotted it. I tried to get his attention, ended up picking it in the head with a gold coin instead.
Gil face palms. Full palm, two face.
I figured it was probably a what is that called? An arcane familiar. I figured it was a familiar. I was trying to get its attention.
Percival growls at you a little bit.
I wouldn't do that to you, Percival.
It's the sound of paper rubbing against each other itself.
It's a rustled growl. I wouldn't do that to you, Percival. Unless you made me.
That is exactly the noise.
I'm kind of glad I had a piece of paper right next to me to do that.
So, I don't know the full extent of your dream.
Did we get everyone else, Anathil? What was your dream?
I'm not worried about what the dream actually happened in the dream. What I'm worried about is this a concern right here, right now?
No, the birds didn't do anything. In my
Okay.
dream, the birds were just there. They were like watching us.
Okay. Well, the bird I saw was identical to this one. Keep your eye out.
So that just
Uh,
may mean we're on surveillance.
Someone or something is watching the festival.
After
All right.
seeing Drac peg a bird in the head with a gold coin, could I keep an eye out for a bird like that?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
Well,
Although I'm known to throw things at birds. This is the second time I've done it.
it really is. You're starting to grow a habit. Pretty nasty one too. Drac, thank you for bringing this to our attention. We'll be on the lookout for birds.
Well, the biggest concern is actually this lady.
Gil, once again, looking very confused.
I show you the
Like,
picture of the lady.
Kind of like rolls his finger, like, go on. Who is the lady?
I don't
Like,
know who personally the lady is, but if she
turns
ends up
to
showing up, if she shows up here along with the birds, I'm worried that the third thing will show.
And the third thing is?
I hand the book to you. I don't open the page to show Anathel.
Gil flips the page. Gil drops the book and lets out a very masculine shrill.
How can one do a masculine shrill?
Ah! Ah! There we go, masculine.
Oh, come on. It's not masculine. We both know it.
I know, that was the joke.
I pick up the book and hand it back to Anathel.
I like to imagine I hear that as I'm walking around.
Just dusts it off.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that caught me unaware. Josh, do I actually recognize that creature?
No.
Okay.
It's just that we've already seen that some of these dreams are, in fact, realized, have come to fruition. So I'm just being on guard, you know?
Well, luckily we won't have to worry about the girl, because the last time we spoke, we actually had a conversation. She is some sort of a guardian. Like, she's part of the dream world.
Okay.
She's
So
like
she's not part of this
Sandman.
realm. Why does that not comfort me?
Because that means
Well,
that
considering
creatures from
the
dream-
last time we thought that things were only of the dream world, we got attacked in real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Considering the dream, by the looks of things, the dream world is bleeding into the real world via this lovely conduit known as Anathil.
No, I don't think it's that to that extent. I think it's more along the lines of
Prophetic?
like those creatures that did come from the dream world did travel through Anathil, but I don't believe it's because of Anathil. I think it's just what these creatures can do.
Fair enough. And who knows the last time anyone's actually been able to access the dream plane from this side.
I'm just throwing that out there. I really don't think Anathil is responsible for any of this, and I will
She's
hold.
not responsible for any of it. Now,
Exactly.
is it happening? Yes. Is there a very obvious answer to whom it's happening by? Yes. Is she responsible for the actions of creatures that are completely out of her control? No.
Apparently, I do have some sort of control.
And Gil kind of just like opened his open palms, like points at Anathil. Regardless, we will be on the lookout for the birds. Would you say they are a ill omen, Anathil?
Well,
Or just
well, considering what they led to, I would probably say so.
all right? So, was there anything else about that dream you had that we should know, other than the fucking twisted tree?
Now the question comes to this: do we inform somebody about this?
And what did we say?
I mean,
Hello,
what are we
Architect.
going to do? We can't go to anybody. Nobody will believe us.
Yes, we're gonna just walk up to a guard direct, say, "Hello, good day there. My friend
Well-
here can access the dream plane and has been having prophetic dreams about the future of this plane, and she thinks there's gonna be a mass slaughtering at your festival this day. Have a good
No one's
day."
going to that extreme. Just simply putting, we don't know who's all here at this festival. Perhaps someone we know. I know. Perhaps one of the professors we talked to.
Oh, what is it? Both Noctis and Opal said they were not making it.
Yes.
It is possible some of the Wanderers might be here.
I mean, where would we find? Oh, but they probably won't show up till the end of the ceremony, like the opening ceremony.
I mean, most people from what actually I'm gonna roll a knowledge history roll for this because I don't think she would know this.
What are we trying to know? I mean, oh fuck.
Actually, no, yeah, that would work. Anethel just like thinks for a second and she says, "From what I understand, the festival doesn't actually begin until after the opening ceremony."
We're kind of in a prelude.
Yeah. Everybody's coming in early, set up, get early pickings at the stands, inspections and everything. So
See,
we're
the
probably not going to see like major people, like the nobles, for example, until after the opening ceremony.
Yes.
Well, in that case, let's just be on our lookout and be active instead of passive if something happens.
All right. So, Usk,
Yes.
you're going around. You're playing some carnival games and stuff, keeping an eye out for the weird little birds and stuff. Go ahead and roll me a d10 and a perception roll.
All right, I'll do the perception roll first. Not my best perception. Well, damn.
You got it. You actually managed to win a grand prize in that one stupid carnival game where you hit the lever and it dings at the bell at the top.
Of course it'd be that one.
Step right up, step right up. Test your strength.
They just looked at this little buff man.
Give me a strength roll,
Here.
Brady.
Okay. Bye, Bell.
Oh yeah, that bell is now dented. Ooh boy.
Whoop, ping.
Yeah,
That's the last time it's gonna ring.
that sucker echoes for a while.
I think I messed up your bell.
The guy's just standing there, like hands open, like looking up at the bell, like the fuck.
How tall was that tower?
A good like 15 feet.
You should get a bigger tower.
What do you want as a prize?
What does this man have for grand prizes?
There's a lot of like stuffed animals and such. There's give me a luck roll actually.
How lucky am I today?
62.
Fairly lucky.
You get a free meal voucher for a whole day of the festival.
Why? That's you go up to any vendor and be like, "Hey, look at what I got," and get food.
I'm gonna look at this man. Can I play again?
No.
I'm gonna go to the next strength-based one.
The vendors quickly start whispering about you.
The vendors will remember this. All right. So, as the day goes on, and everybody continues to enjoy their times at the festival. Edon, where do you go after telling Anethel and Gil about the birds?
They work for the bourgeoisie.
I go. I'll play some games too.
Okay.
Screw it.
Oh God, we're gonna get banned from the games.
All right, Cody, go ahead and give me a D10.
D10. Pop.
God damn it!
Cody's playing a ring toss game. He has to be playing a ring toss game.
All right, yeah, Cody, you happen to find one of the ring toss games. You just the guy hands you 3 rings, and he's like, "All right, go ahead, show me what you got." And
I
then
turn
all
around.
3 of them.
I turn around. I'm not even looking. I one hand all 3 of them.
you just look at the guy. You lean down, cocky ass smile on your face. You pick up all 3 at the same time, and then just woo, lob them at the rings, and then ding, 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 all 3 of them. And the guy looks at you, and he just goes, "All right."
I like to imagine Usk is just standing there watching him.
All right. What do you want?
What's this gentleman have?
Let's see. What are some other niche carnival game shit that you can get a hold of? Actually, Cody.
Fish.
Actually, Cody. Guy looks at you and he goes, "How old are you?
What?
How old are you?"
Old enough, sir.
That don't answer my question.
I'm gonna look at this
how
man.
old am
I'm gonna look at this man. He's older than me.
I look at him as 22.
I was about to say, are you old enough to drink?
Yeah.
He hands you a bottle.
Clearly.
He hands you what is clearly a wrapped bottle.
Usk just looks at this man, looks at the bottle, looks at Drac, looks at the bottle, looks back at Drac, looks at the bottle, looks at this man. Drac, you want to trade?
No. I open the bottle. Like I unwrap it just to peek at it, and I am hiding it. As I
Give
peek at it.
me a knowledge nobility.
Knowledge nobility. Oh god.
Oh boy, he got high-end alcohol.
All right, so you
Oh my
notice
god!
that
Well, I fucking know what this bottle is.
you notice that there is like what appears to be some sort of an insignia on the bottle. It's written in very fancy letters, and it looks very dark. Like
Would I be
aged
able to
wine.
appraise it?
Give me an
Oh, you know who's
appraisal.
a good Hey, you know a guy who loves wine, Edon.
Yeah, as you can tell right now, this was probably one of the best things that you could have won in this game. This is probably valued well over 75 gold right now for a bottle of wine.
Close it back up and put it in my bag, and just
I want to see the bottle.
kind of dance my way, dance away, almost.
Come show it to Gil. Gil wants to see it.
Dave, are you still going?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll me another d10.
I will probably be going until someone stops me or something stops me.
Until the festival starts.
All right, you got a 4 this time. All right, yeah, you won a couple more like smaller prizes and such.
Woo.
Like you probably won like one of those like stuffed snakes and such that you can put around your neck. Or you could have won, I don't know, like a little play ball or something.
Okay.
All right, so as the day continues on, I would probably say it's about late afternoon, almost getting close to dinner time and such. And you guys do know that the festival, the opening ceremony, is going to begin soon. Hello, Witcher.
I would like to say that Usk is playing until he wins a stuffed fox.
Stuffed fox.
Yes.
All right, give me a luck roll to see if you can find one.
I want to see the bottle.
35. not right now. You gotta, I mean, it's people are still setting up. You got a whole week to start. You got a whole week to look through it, you know? Just not right now. There's no stuffed foxes anywhere.
Okay.
Dave, you probably spent, I would say, about fuck, carnival games aren't expensive. 4 gold, maybe,
Okay.
in total so far. Brady, you spent maybe like 3. Drac, you probably spent also 3.
I made a man replace the bell.
You guys caused more damage than needed.
It wasn't intentional.
I like how I got thrown into that too. Like,
And Gillen
all I
and
did was
were
throw
on
rings.
pony rides.
Yeah, pony rides.
Yeah. We don't care about the games.
All right. So eventually everybody starts meeting back up. As it's starting to get very, very crowded now because tourists are starting to show up and everybody's actually getting ready to go into the main tent for the grand ceremony.
Oscar's going to look at this food voucher he has. How many people is it good for?
It's good for 1.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
So, how did everyone enjoy the games? Did anyone get anything interesting?
I got a
got
food
some-
voucher.
I got a surprise for later on tonight.
Oh?
John tells you guys should have seen what I've been seeing at the shows.
Are
Like
you the
what?
one who got banned from the gun game?
No.
Does he do that like
Insight?
thing where he puffs out his cheeks and like looks up to the side? I think we're all inciting that.
Yeah, we're all sense motive with
I
that.
don't even think we need to sense motive that. Even Josh sounded like he was lying when he said it. But I will roll. Oh man.
I'll be right back.
Wait, I'm pretty sure Jean has something for something like this.
Well, whatever it is, Drac knows he's lying.
Oh
Oh my
god.
god. What the hell, man? That's the 3rd crit.
Yeah, no, he's lying. 100%.
I beat his score. And I rolled a 2.
Yep, he's lying.
Uh,
But no, you guys should have seen some of the shows over there. Somebody pooped out an ostrich egg.
Somebody, or was it an ostrich?
Somebody.
Well, I'm glad I didn't see that.
Yeah, same.
I would really rather not. Thank you very much.
And Jean, I don't think it's smart to kink shame people.
I'm not king shaming. I've just never seen somebody poop out an egg the same size as them.
Same size as them.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Little halfling.
Oh,
Just ostrich egg.
God.
Your medical bill must be enormous.
I
On
see
that
that John
note-
failed graciously at lying.
Yes.
Yes. And also, apparently a halfling shit out an ostrich egg.
Oh, I thought the sword swallowing was, lame and common. And then they were like the ostrichling. The ostrich. And I was like, what the hell is an ostrich? And then boy oh boy was I surprised.
I would say I would be surprised too.
I don't
I don't
think
know
I
if
want
I'd-
to see that.
I don't know if I'd brag about it, but I'm
So,
surprised.
dinner!
Yeah, we should probably go
There's
get some dinner.
There's also
Agreed.
vendors
Should
around here.
we
Let's see
head-
what they have.
Okay, we want to eat here because we always go to
Might
the
as
inn.
well.
Fair food's always fun.
We can get food any night of the week. We're at a fair. Let's eat the fair food.
Fair enough. Pun
I see
intended.
what you did there.
When we do approach the stand, I do ask for 5 cups.
5 whole cups? Okay.
5 cups. Just empty cups. like those shitty paper cups they give you.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, is this a fun house?
Oh yeah, there's definitely gonna be a fun house around.
I look at Rose as like, I'm sorry, Rose, you're not old enough to have some of this, and I
You know,
pop
no,
out the.
Before you turn around, I'm already gone.
Oh,
Fun
This
house.
is the fun house.
never mind. Okay.
Do
Don't
I
have to
just
worry
see
about
her
that.
run in the direction of the funhouse?
Yep.
What do I know what's about to happen?
I pop the cork on the wine, and I pour all of you a glass without revealing what it is. Pass it
Oh.
out to you.
Gil takes a sip.
Husk is gonna sniff it.
Skill, knowledge, nobility.
I actually don't have that knowledge as a skilled knowledge, you know. God, I'm gonna really hate if I fail this. Yeah.
You definitely did fail.
Gil, this tastes very familiar.
Oh no! Don't tell me! No, don't say it, Josh.
This tastes very familiar. Like you have definitely tasted this from somewhere. Kind of, it almost reminds you of your old guild hall.
My old guild hall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Not where I thought this was going. Can I blurt out the name of the bottle?
Yeah, sure.
What's the bottle called, Josh?
Make one up.
I had a really bad idea, and now we're not. The Ocean's Kiss.
I look at you like sideways, like. You must really like wine.
Have you seen me drink anything besides it?
Well, I mean, yeah, you drink your own water. Kind of like drinking your own piss, if you ask me. But, hey, it's your own business.
It's magic water.
It still comes out of you.
This is still pretty good.
I would like to point out that Husk has not taken a sip yet. He's just been sitting there sniffing it.
It's fermented grapes. Enjoy.
But no, Edon, this is a phenomenal bottle. Where'd you get this?
That was one of the rewards for the ring toss.
Oh my, we used to transport casks of wine and other more
Lucrative.
lucrative goods on the ocean because sky pirates A have become quite a problem, and B, when you bring beverages too high up into altitude, it can tend to have a negative dissuasion on them.
Wow.
You're using big words.
You bring alcohol too high up, it may go flat.
That explains why it's priced the way it usually is. I think this bottle runs about 75 gold a pop.
Josh, would I know the actual price of this bottle?
You would actually be shocked that he would hear that. These bottles in particular are sold to nobility themselves, exclusively. These are not 75. They're double that price.
Just to let you know that these bottles generally run about 150 gold a pop.
Oh. Wow.
So what you have currently and what you just served to us is a wine that is literally only for nobility.
Well, tonight we're nobles. And I take a swig from the bottle.
I click my glass to the bottle. That we are, good sir.
Husk is just going to raise his glass and then take it like a shot.
Oh, that's... Right. I don't know about that.
I think it's good. That means it's doing its job.
All right, so as you guys are enjoying your drinks and you guys get some fair food and such, you guys
Pretty
suddenly
fair
hear
food for me.
You guys suddenly hear what sounds to be a small alarm clock beeping. Just constantly just beep 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 beep.
I think it's time to get the child.
Anethil starts like digging into her bag and such. She's like, "No, what is that?" And she pulls out what appears
Is
to
that the
She pulls out the little teleportation rock.
Don't tell me.
She's gonna set it down and she's gonna channel some of her magic into it, and then it's going to light up with a bright blue, and then you guys are going to hear the familiar voice. Give me a second here. There's gonna be a lot of fucking characters coming out in a second. You guys hear the familiar voice of Professor Miles Hardy on the other side. And he's going to call out. He says, hello? Is this thing working? Professor Hardy?
No.
Us.
Anethil. Lovely. I was hoping that you would answer soon. Question, dear. Are you, by any chance, in Myril? Yeah, we're currently at the fairgrounds. Why? There's been a slight mix-up. Would you and your party be able to come to the amphitheater? Sure. Lovely. Make haste if you would, please.
I'll get the child.
I will meet you there, Ask. Then I guess we Edon, recork that bottle. We will tend to it later.
Court. I don't like leaving a bottle unfinished.
And hand it here, good man.
No,
As
it's
I'm
fine.
walking to get Rose, I'm grabbing a turkey leg.
Of course you are.
All right, so Rose, as you're just running around in the fun house, you happen to see there's also a bunch of kids running around, parents as well, just like humoring their children. And then
I'm just gonna walk in the first room, look around, not like all the mirrors. Scarlet!
and then of course you hear us yelling your name.
She's on the second floor, ready to go down the slide.
You just hear from somewhere within. Yes.
We're needed.
Oh.
There's sheer disappointment in that.
I just imagine us sitting there with a turkey leg, gravy dripping down his lip, taking a huge bite with a beer gut and a beer in the other hand. The shitty
Oh,
father.
Laughing hurts. Laughing.
Hey, Scarlet, we're going. Your mother's already in the garage. Come on.
You eventually see me, multiples of me, as I'm running back around through the mirror maze.
Right. Eventually, Usk ends up dragging Rose out of the funhouse. Rose, you are obviously, of course, filled in on the current situation
That we know nothing about.
that we know nothing about.
I wonder what kind of mix-up they could be talking about.
To find out.
All right, so you guys start making your way back towards the larger tent, and Professor Hardy is of course there to meet you guys, and he gestures over to you all and says, "Oh, there you are! Come, quickly!"
Pick up the pace a little bit,
All right, as he takes you guys through the main tent, you could see that the tent is like starting to fill. This tent, when you guys enter, looks to be obviously very, very magical, as the inside of the tent looks nothing like the outside at all.
I'm both amazed by this and want to know more, but at the same time, this seems to be something much more pressing.
Outside of the tent, it just appears to be like a giant, circus tent and such. But as you guys enter through the main flaps of the tent. You guys walk in, and immediately you guys are met what appears that looks like a giant like opera house interior. You could
Welcome
see
to the amphitheater.
Yeah, you guys can see a bunch of people are like starting to take their seats, just talking a bit. It's not very full. It's just a couple stragglers here and there and such. Give me perception rolls real fast. Oh boy.
Did none of us make it? Or did only Annabelle?
Annabelle did. But she's not going to say anything right now. So, as you guys...
See it with a 22?
Not a 22, no.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Alright, so, you guys are dragged backstage, of course.
She definitely saw a burb.
Backstage,
wait,
of course.
John should make a
Oh,
perception
yeah.
check.
Give me a second, I'll do that real fast. Oh.
Ah, yes.
Okay, Jean sees it too.
Those
Damn. Okay.
My question is, would John say something?
Probably. Evens yes, odds no. Right.
Ah!
Anything.
Damn. So close.
Okay, so you guys are brought backstage, and for what you guys can hear, with your perception checks, I'll use these as well for this other thing. You guys can hear shouting, a female shouting. Yeah, it actually does sound like Crystal, and she is not happy at all. And as you guys are dragged backstage, you guys open the door to Crystal, like right up in the face of Typhul.
Excuse me?
What?
You could hear her shouting at him, calling him like a liar and a cheater and other shit like that. It was like, you screwed me out of this, and now I am the one who's going to take the fall.
I look at John.
He just shrugs.
Why is the handsome bastard here?
Professor Hardy is going to walk up to Crystal and say, Crystal, please, calm yourself. And then she turns around and she looks at your party and then stares daggers at Anathil. She crosses her arms and says, fine, I'll be calm. So what are we going to do? Alright, well, first of all, I believe it would be better if we were to fill Anathil and her party in on this situation. So, I apologize for pulling you all away from your festive events, but there has been a development, more specifically for the opening festival.
Gil kind of like rolls his finger, like, get on with it, man. This seems important.
How can I, Mr. Mirasil? Can you please? Oh, fine. I'll explain it. Crystal is unable to perform her song that she has chosen for the opening ceremony, and not wanting to face the consequences of playing a wrong note, she's in a panic now.
And Gil rolls his finger again, like, and
I mean, during the tryouts, she played it absolutely flawlessly.
so
With
what's
my-
the difference between now and then?
Well, now she's not receiving my help, and she's throwing a fit about it.
Well, that's what happens when you do
Ah,
make a
I
deal
knew
with
it!
trouble.
J'accuse!
Well, then why don't you play a different song?
You did prepare another song, right?
I have plenty of songs in my arsenal.
Then what's wrong with playing something else?
Professor Hardy is going to speak up, and he's going to say, the situation of which Crystal is unable to play at the moment is because of the knowledge of her cheating. Due to her cheating during the rehearsal and the picking of who's going to play, we don't see it fit for her to perform. We do have several major families of nobility, and the queen herself, who's going to be watching this performance.
Oh, major nobility families, you don't say. Which ones in particular, don't mind me asking?
Many from all over the world.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Anethil. No longer second fiddle, first fiddle. I kind of like raised my hand for a high five.
No, now don't you dare start that. Just because that I'm not able to play the Song of the Sea doesn't mean that I still don't want to play.
I kind of look at her. Girl, you knew what you were doing was wrong, and you know what they say, cheaters never prosper.
Well,
Hush, Drac.
I understand the desire to get out on stage and perform is great. Perhaps we make a compromise?
And
Perhaps a duet?
You know what? That actually would be a really good idea.
But
Anethil,
it's up to the professors, of course.
no. If the professor would want to actually honor his word as a bard, very well, Arizona. I challenge you to a bardic duel.
Bardic, this is not the intention.
More of like a
Understand
collaborative
that you
piece.
cheated. You have no right to be on that stage. I'm stepping outside my bounds here by even suggesting that you get to go on stage
In all honesty,
and perform. Not because of pride, but because of your love for the arts. But if you want to flaunt your
arrogance,
then by all means.
So what do you say, Coda? You accept, or are you going to run away?
entire party turn and look at Anethil.
Conditions are winner gets to perform. I'll agree to that. And the loser?
We don't got any say in this bardic stuff, so
Suggestions?
hangs up their instrument was the first thing that came to my mind. I don't like that idea because then we lose Anethil.
If I lose, Arizona, I'll drop out of Varukt.
I like these deals. And what if Anethil loses?
She gives up being a bard.
I still don't like these deals. Looks at Anethil. You okay with this? Because we could easily change the turns because obviously little
How about this?
Mm.
If Anethil fails, she will not attend the prestigious school of blank. Because she was invited to.
That's right, we got invited!
Yeah, that's right. We kind of were invited to
I
join
completely forgot that.
weren't we?
Just kind of throw that in her face too.
Anethil, I completely forgot we got invited to do the entrance exam for that. High five!
Yeah, sassy high five. Chris,
Sassy,
you're
my
gonna
friend.
you're gonna see you will see after you say that Crystal's face will drain in shock. You got invited to the Igneous School.
Yeah, we met Noctis the other week. Really cool guy.
So, I mean, we could continue this song and dance all you want, sweetheart.
Nah, I see what you did there.
Fine. I'll accept these terms. So will I.
All right, Tiger, you're gonna get him.
All right, and Anathel's gonna start preparing her violin.
Question, Professor.
Hmm?
Is there any way to make sure that the Pied Piper over there doesn't cheat again?
Oh, don't you worry, Mr. Oceanus. I will make sure of that.
Gives like 2 thumbs up and a big old smile, and it goes like, okay, sounds great.
I'm assuming that was Typhal.
Yes.
Oh, was that?
Yeah, that was Typhal that said that.
Still 2 thumbs up and a big old smile. Okay. Sounds great. Well, we'll see you out there. Little miss.
Oh no, this is happening right here.
Oh, brain. Sorry, I completely just realized what was going on.
Oh, I thought this was happening on stage.
So Gil pulls
Sorry.
up a chair, and pulls out a cup and gives Drac a chair and like get the thing out.
Pull out some wine.
All right.
We're enjoying this thing.
As the two ready both of their instruments, and they begin a clash. And of course, they're going to be doing each of their performances.
Gonna lead over to Edon. You know, I'm not really sure why she's getting as much say as she is. Didn't she cheat?
All right, starting with Anathil. She is, of course, going to be using her Fascination song. Very strong opening from Anathil.
Yes. Take that bitch.
Let's go ahead. Gonna go ahead and copy that.
Oh.
Oh, but she is putting up a fight.
Oh shit, that was flute girl.
Josh, don't forget the initiator of the clash gets advantage on their roll.
Yeah. But Crystal initiated the clash.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
That's right, Crystal. Shit. I don't like her. I hate her.
All right. Anathil is going to go ahead and use another performance.
Really?
She's
No?
consistent.
Fail. I wanted that one. I wanted that one. I wanted that one.
All right, here we go. Oh, what the hell? Oh, she is not doing so good. So you can see Anathil starting to struggle with her music. As Typhal is actually going to lean over to Professor Hardy and say, "Is magic allowed to be used?" There were no terms of magic. And Anathil looks a little bit panicked at this, and as she realizes Crystal is at using magic.
Just hydraulic push her.
All right, Anathil goes again for a 23. But
I want to.
for those of you who are magic users, you also happen to see something else happen.
Yeah, I wanted to detect magic real quickly.
You happen to see, along with Anethil's bardic magic, there was also a spell.
Yes! Our beautiful baby girl!
Ooh, but you see, Crystal, she notices it. She like shakes her head a little bit, and continues with her performance.
Yes!
Definitely.
Oh, you didn't plus deal.
Oh, plus,
Josh, you've rolled a 17, an 18, and a 19 in order.
yeah.
Fuck off!
That's our 1d20
It's a 30.
plus. There's the actual roll. 15.
Oh, all right, sweet. Never mind. Yeah, 15. Very good. Yeah.
Crystal, obviously a little distraught and saying, "Okay, you want to play like that?" Then she is going. Anethil is actually going to prep a counter song.
Quiet, real quick.
Shh, I'm watching this.
Oh, he muted himself. That's why.
You muted whoself?
I muted myself. My apologies. Anethil,
okay.
Anethil is actually going to be preparing a counter song.
Oh. How does a bardic? Gil's gonna lead over and like look at the professor guy. How does a bardic duel end?
Whenever either one gives up, or the judges or either one gives up, one dies, or the judges deem the battle over.
All right, fair enough.
And as it looks out, both of them are still going. Even duel so far.
Sips wine again. Elon, I'm very happy you had this bottle.
Right, and and as the song is what sounds like it's starting to end, Anethil decides to take up her notes straight up an octave, and throws out her best skill, the versatile performance.
Holy fucking yes, darling. Yes.
I swear to God, if I roll a natural 20 right now, there's a problem.
I'm gonna murder you, Josh. I'm gonna drive all the way to fucking where you are and murder you. Thank God.
So yeah, as Anethil takes the notes up a full octave, it is very clear that Crystal cannot keep up with Anethil's playing. So the song closes itself out, and each of the performers end, each breathing heavily, beaten, and you guys can just see Crystal just stand there, drop her hands at her side, and say, "Even after all my practice,
If you practice music with ill intent, it will reflect within your art."
my apologies, Crystal, but Anethil wins." She's just gonna put her flute away, and she's just gonna huff and like storm out of the room.
Rama. But I love it.
And Anethil's just gonna sink immediately to her knees.
And Gil is going to walk on over and hand her a glass of the wine.
She looks at the bottle. She looks at the glass and looks at you.
Trust me, kid. It's worth it.
She walks over to Track and just takes the damn bottle.
She deserves that. And Gil's just gonna sip the wine in the cup.
Fair enough.
No arguments are here. Other than Anethil, I believe you have a performance to prepare for.
Right. So, Mr. Arizona, the performance. And then as Professor Hardy is starting to explain the gist of the performances and such, give me perception rolls.
Do 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 do. I wonder if the birds are his. Us with the 12, 21, 21, 24, 25.
And as Professor Hardy is explaining the situation of the performance and for the what she has to do, nobody is paying attention to him, as everybody who is there is far too focused on who Typhel just let in.
Even Usk?
And E?
Usk, knowledge, nobility. Nobility or history. Up to you.
Oh wait, shit! I got a nat 20 on that.
Yeah, you did.
I thought I got a 12.
Alright, Usk, kind of difficult for you to explain who this is, but judging by everybody's face, they seem kind of important.
And reveal is. Oh shit.
Oh. Well, fuck.
The fuck? That's quite a fucking reveal.
Right, so all you just make sure that you breathe. You
Goes like pointing towards the queen.
what? What's her... Oh my goodness! As he finally turns around and he stares at the lady that was let in, he just like immediately drops to his knee and he's like, "Your Majesty."
Gil bows.
Good evening, everyone. I didn't know that there was a pre-show going on.
Gil makes Anethil bow.
Oh, Anethil's already down.
All right, yeah. Gil's like Gil's actually like not like peasant bowing though. He's absolutely bowing as someone who's like actually of a modest stature, not grovel.
I apologize for the delay, Your Majesty. There was a mix-up with the performance, and... Hardy, relax. It's fine. Doesn't matter who performs as long as the people enjoy it. However, I was not expecting a bardic duel happening behind stage. Is everything all right? I would say it is now, Your Majesty.
Jaw open.
Oh, good. I'm guessing you, young lady, are the performer for this evening. Anethil, like, nods her head and says, "Yes, Your Majesty." Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. And she's gonna walk ever so carefully over. She's gonna, like, crouch down, look at Anethil and say, "What is your name?" Gil, basically everybody except Osk, who is behind Anethil. You guys see her hesitate. My name is Anethil. Anethil CL.
Gil is sweating bullets.
Anethil? A very pretty name. Elvish, correct? Yes, Your Majesty. Well, I look forward to your performance then. As if that pre-show was anything to judge off of it. You are very talented.
Thank God the queen is blind.
Oh, I better get back to my seat. Good day to all of you.
As to you, Your Majesty.
Oh, Hardy. Relax a little. This is a festival of new beginnings, after all. Yes, Your Majesty.
I'm vibing with the music.
Then the queen is going to leave.
Wait, is Arizona the real last name of Anethil, or is...
Arizona is her real last name.
Okay, so she used the fake one. Gil kind of just faints.
Miles is gonna look over to Anethil, and he's gonna say, "Miss Arizona, you all right?" "I'm okay, Professor."
Gil.
When she asked about when she approached Anethel, the queen, about her being the performer, I so wanted to say, no, the performer tonight is Usk with his turkey leg drum show.
I'm very glad you didn't say that.
Tonight we're hearing from the Dreamcatchers and the Washboard Basin Bourbon Band.
I had to bite my tongue on that one.
You got Gil on the jug, Usk on the washboard, Anethil on the fiddle. You got Scarlet on the upright bass. It's not a real bass, but it looks like one maybe. Over here you got Drac. Drac just sings. And right here we got John. We don't know what he does, but man, he plays a mean mouth harp.
All right. So Anethil gets up. Anethil's obviously, she stands up. She starts slowly taking. She slowly starts taking off her armor and such.
Gil's like holding his arms up to hold things.
And she's gonna quickly realize, she's like, "Wait a minute, Professor, I don't have anything to wear." Typhel is gonna step up and say, "No need to worry about that, Miss Arizona." And he's gonna snap his fingers, and you can see like a small flame ignite from his hand as magic begins to swirl around Anethil. And you can see her regular like adventuring uniform starts to transform almost into a fine, brightly colored spring themed dress, and it swirls up even higher, and it like does her hair and such, and it just completely transforms her look. There. I would probably say that would do the trick.
If Gil wasn't so sus of Typho, he would clap.
Now, go show the world what you're made of. She's gonna look over to. She's gonna turn to everybody, and like she's like hugging her violin right now, and she's like, "Well, wish me luck."
Knock him dead.
Break a leg.
I kind of punch Eda on the shoulder. Have a great show.
Then she's gonna quickly start walking out towards the stage with Miles following her. Oh, by the way, Mr. Canty.
Yes.
After the performance and such, sometime during the festival, I'd like to have a word with you.
Very well.
You a favor.
Right? So he's going to slowly make his way out towards the stage itself.
Holy fucking opera house.
Like I said, it looks like in the interior of an opera house.
No argument
Oh.
here.
This place is a little familiar, isn't it?
It's not. Well, it's not where we were tried. It's definitely reminiscent of it, though.
It's
Alright.
where we heard the Song of Death, isn't it?
Yep.
Or got the Song of Death, one of the
Oh, that's right. I wasn't here for that.
It looks like it, at least.
It's not the same amphitheater. At least I don't think it is. Oh well. But so as you guys walk in, you guys are obviously escorted away from backstage and brought back into the main theater. Bunch of people are filling the seats and everything, and you guys can look up and see up on the higher balconies as well that there's a bunch of people in much fancier clothing and everything. You look up behind you guys in the center stage area, and obviously you can see tons of elven guards stationed around where the queen is sitting. And Jean actually, like, as you guys are walking in, he like nudges Gil and everything, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, I don't know if you happen to see them, but you know those people up there?" And he points to one of the higher balconies.
No.
And Gil, you follow his finger, and your face drains right back to being pale again, as you see two familiar faces.
Oh, okay. Not the worst people I thought it was here.
So you see these two individuals sitting in one of the higher balconies.
Gil puts up his hood. And then puts on gloves. And just kind of sits choked over, ignoring everything.
I wrap my arm around Gil, lean in and whisper, "If you're trying to hide from somebody, the best thing to do is blend. Right now, you're not blending.
Do I blend naturally? I'm blue!
Stand up straight. Don't
Dabba-dee,
hunch over.
dabba-doo.
It's good to be you're covered. You're right. Blue skin will reveal you. Just keep your back turned towards them. You should be fine."
Gil does the most weirdest gay sit you can think of, so his back is towards them and only facing a weird secular angle of the stage. Like, you ever see that meme of how bisexuals sit in chairs?
Yep.
It is a dumbass way of sitting.
Well, if you're trying to avoid looking noble, you definitely hit the nail on the head.
I don't know why you would think that, Drac.
And then finally, Miles comes up, and he welcomes everybody. He's saying, "Welcome, one and all, from all corners of the world. Spring Festival of the Lumina. I welcome you all to the opening ceremony. Now, as you all see on your pamphlets that were handed to you at the entrance, there has been a slight change. The main performer, Crystal, is no longer going to be performing for the Lumina Festival. Instead, in her place is a student not only equivalently as talented, but diverse in many multiple cultures, as she has been traveling the world recently with her adventuring party, and she is very excited to be performing. Please welcome Adathil CL." And obviously there's a polite clap for everybody, from everyone, and he rushes off stage, and Anathil takes her spot. And she takes a deep breath. Second. Nice. And from what you guys can see, like she like locks eyes with you guys.
Gil gives a very polite wave, but also is like still like somewhat.
Double thumbs up.
She tries not to laugh, and she takes up her violin and she slowly begins playing. The rest of the orchestra down below as well follows her lead as she gives Typhel a nod, and then he slowly begins his piano, and you can hear the sounds of whispers, and then Anathil begins. So, she begins playing the main chorus as the orchestra joins in on the second parts. And it's beautiful. It breathes life. And you can see a few of the people sitting around you all are starting to like lean into each other and start whispering and such.
Does it seem like a good whisper?
Make perception rolls.
Oh,
Nope.
excellent.
I mean, that fits with what Gil is currently doing.
Alright, from what you guys can hear, the whispers talking about Anathil's performance, some of them sound rather confused. Some of them are actually praising her. But you know, there are a couple that are like saying like, oh, a violinist, of course, they would choose something like that, yada yada. But a lot of them are mostly positive and saying that she's very elegant with how she plays her music. Some of them who are more confused are saying, there's no way this girl is an adventurer. She plays far too well. And others are just baffled by the opening ceremony. As the timpani kicks in, the cymbals, as the crescendo of the music continues to build. And then continues softly. This is just Anathil. When she finally ends, the entire opera house erupts in an applause. As Miles joins Anathil on the stage, clapping for her, the orchestra stands up. Each of them take their bow as Typhel joins them. They all turn to Anathil, who gives her best bow towards the crowd. As everybody continuously claps for her, Miles joins her, and he announces, "Ladies and gentlemen, let the Lumina Festival begin!" And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, fuck.
Ah, that's good.
So,
Good shit.
the days of the Lumina Festival are ahead, as Anathil is now in charge of 2 more performances that are going to be happening throughout this whole week, with the lingering fear of something dark happening in the background. Many questions are arising, and many more are to come. But what awaits the Dreamcatchers? Well, you're just going to have to come back next week. 6:30, every Thursday, here at the Silent Table. Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!
Watermelon on a stick!
Arrivederci.